Ooh, it's Sunday already, Farty. Well, Monday for you.
Yeah,
Guys
thank
are.
fuck it's Monday. Sunday could fuck right off.
ah, someone didn't have a great Sunday, huh?
Fuck no.
Oof. I'm sorry to hear it, sir. We'll table that for the moment. But a lot of interesting shit happened this week, Farty.
Mm.
Um, apparently, uh, the whole Epstein thing, the whole Epstein client list, was was a lefty psyop,
That's what
and
I'm kind of thinking too.
that's what Trump said. Was that the Epstein list was a lefty psyop, and Epstein killed himself, and I don't know
Well,
how to feel about it.
I got a bit of a different take. Okay,
Okay.
so I have been saying for ages before Trump was getting in this time that, of course, they were going to leave a shit ton of landmines that he has to trip. He has no choice but to trip.
Okay.
And I really wouldn't be surprised if Clintons did have a lot to do with it, but
Mm,
they basically they have the Biden DOJ arrest Epstein off him. He was murdered. He didn't fucking off himself. Um, and then that's gone and then they've perpetuated. Oh, there's lists. There's this. There's that. And fucking so now we're all like fucking. Hey, no. We want the fucking list. We want the fucking list. And there might actually be an element of truth to the matter about fucking how like it's mainly a nothing burger.
right.
The only thing that fucks that theory up is like, yeah, the amount of people that they've already caught out and all this kind of shit. And I've been joking
Right.
saying, well, if fucking Epstein was innocent and all this kind of stuff, well, why don't you release cum gutters Maxwell and fucking exonerate Prince Andrew then?
Right. I have my own theory, but I'll wait till you're done.
Well,
Mhm.
well, now that fucking they've tripped that landmine and found that, oh, actually, fucking yeah, this was all fucking bullshit.
Okay.
Um, we're all now going fucking no, the fucking no. There's all this evidence and shit like that, and fucking no. We want the fucking full story, and now we won't leave it alone. Whilst fucking um, the main whole sort of thing about the exercise is to pretty much turn us all against Trump.
Mm, yeah, I can see that. Um, my theory is that the Epstein list probably does exist. Um, in one form or another. I don't know if it's a client list or not, but the my theory is that it was a trade off for the JFK file releases.
I do have a second theory.
Yeah.
Well, evidently they do have a list. They do have
Right.
some evidence. There is evidently something going on there. And now Trump has this gigantic file full of fucking leverage that he can fucking use against people who don't want to play nice against him.
So you're
That's
saying he's using an Uno reverse card.
basically, yeah. Oh, there's a nothing burger. Relax, everybody. But behind closed doors, it's like he did, like what he did to the Taliban leader. Just hands them an envelope, and they just go, "Where the fuck did you get this?" It's like, I'm just letting you know, we've got more.
And he flat out told him he'd kill him.
Yeah. Well, this time he's not going to say, yeah, like we're going to kill you for it. It's more like, you vote the way we want you to vote, or else this comes out.
Mm. Yeah, but Democrats have still been voting against shit.
I don't think he's fucking dropped the bomb on them yet. So
Oh, you think he's gonna wait a year, maybe?
when something important needs to come around, and if some cunt's going to be belligerent, then it's sort of kind of
Mm.
like, hey, do as we say. That's my
Yeah,
only other theory.
it's also plausible. I'm gonna go with the tinfoil hat. I think my tinfoil hat theory is the one I like more. I don't know if it's feasible. I
Well,
don't know
just
if
real quick,
it's
I
yeah.
got another quick theory. Um, fucking. Oh shit! What was it? What was it? What was it?
Trump,
Oh,
Epstein.
that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, another Uno flip card.
Okay.
Fucking cover it up. So now the Democrats now want it released.
Oh, that would be juicy, wouldn't it?
Mm,
Brush it under the table. Have CNN and shit just start foaming at the mouth over it.
yep.
That
So then it's bipartisan that everything gets released, and regardless of who's in on it,
yeah, I guess.
because the Democrats will think, oh, he won't release it now. Yeah, really? Okay.
Yeah. That holds a little bit more water than your first two, I think. I don't know how much water my theory holds. I don't know if Trump was approached by everyone and said, "We'll give you something in exchange for sunsetting the Epstein shit." I don't know. I don't know if that theory of mine holds water, but that's what it certainly feels like, especially from the timing. Cuz like a month or so ago, Trump released the JFK files, and apparently there was some CIA bullshit going on with it.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
well, that's that. Like, yeah. If you listen to Andrew Bustamante, fucking yeah, like a lot of what he said was making sense. Like, yeah, they like all the juicy shit got fucking destroyed and all this kind of stuff, and anything that is there is like nothing of real fucking substance. Because there was that fucking warehouse fire back in late 70s, early 80s, or something like that, where
yeah,
oh dear, all the JFK stuff just happened to be destroyed. And effectively, it's one of two things. It's going to be classified and kept under wraps, either to not give America's enemies something against you, or
right,
it's something that the US public or the public in general, because let's face it, it's not just the Americans who want to know the answer to this. Like fucking every fucking Western country would like the answer to that, even
right.
Australia, like because we just fucking like holy shit, what's the answer to that one? That's a juicy fucking conspiracy. That's one of the first fucking conspiracies I ever fucking learnt when I was a bloody kid. It's like, oh, fucking JFK. Who did JFK? Um,
Marilyn
it'd be
Monroe did.
yeah, it'd be it'd be too damaging and would just ruin everyone's public perception of the fucking
Right.
US government and all this kind of stuff forever and a day. But well, I think we're already there.
Oh yeah, I think we're well past that point. Um, but yeah, man, this the whole Epstein client list disappearing just it leaves a bad sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah,
Um,
at the very least, it just means that fucking Pam Bondi's a fucking disappointment, just like all fucking women.
yeah, and the FBI has been cracking down on like piracy websites recently, and I'm just like, this is literally the least important thing to be tackling.
Yeah,
There's fucking pedophiles and shit. There's massive fucking pedophile rings going on right now.
eh,
There's
then there's
massive
Dan Bon.
trafficking rings.
Yeah, then there's Dan Bongino and fucking Cash
Yeah,
Patel threatening to resign. It's like, hey, what fucking use are you cunts if you're just gonna fucking throw your hands up in a huff and fuck off? Like, what rank do you cunts have? You're not fucking useless. Direct your own fucking departments to fucking do it, regardless of what the bimbo says. Fucking, you're not fucking useless. And if you're gonna fucking run away, well, then you're a bigger bunch of fucking cowards than fucking everybody else. It's like that argument with the cops in Australia where they
right.
fucking they leave the cops and because they're being bullied by the higher ups, and then they go and off themselves. It's like, you have a gun. If you're going to take yourself out, take one of these cunts with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth when something like that is like a massive, massive massive issue. Like, we all know something fucking suspicious happened to Epstein.
Mm.
All right? We know something suspicious happened to him. Why, in a fucking supermax prison, was there fucking however many seconds or minutes of fucking blanked out footage? There should be zero
It skips a minute.
milliseconds of fucking footage blanked out. What's that, Farty?
It skipped a full minute, and that's another thing there too. I mean, like, like, how can they be that fucking dumb and useless that they left that in, if not to leave a clue on purpose,
Yeah.
or to stoke the conspiracies and stuff like that? So this is kind of where I'm thinking, fucking, there has to be a deliberate game to this that someone's deliberately doing, just so as it's either a sleight of hand to look over here while we're doing something there, or fucking to stoke the fires with parties who generally weren't interested in the first place but now are.
Yeah. I don't. It just so. Oh, it pisses me off, Farty. Pisses me off to no end. And then you had, was it? I think it was a week or so ago. Elon and the Don had a breakup. Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Elon's pissed that subsidies are still happening, which I kind of have to side with Elon on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm annoyed too because Trump just came out and said he's going to give more weapons to Ukraine, and like, well, dickheads, that's just perpetuating the
Yeah.
fucking bullshit there.
And that's another thing is like we've I want to focus on the Elon thing for a little bit before I move on to the Ukraine thing, because Elon is absolutely fucking right. His subsidies should go away. I think the only people who deserve subsidies are American farmers who own their own land. That should be subsidized a little bit, especially since the government is buying corn and fucking
Milk,
and
cheese.
milk, cheese, and shit for storage. Um,
Well, the cheese thing's actually a massive fuck up.
yeah,
It comes from the Prohibition era, because they wanted to perpetuate fucking milk bars instead of fucking booze bars and stuff like that. So by the time World War II
right.
came along, you had all these people growing up with like milkshakes and ice cream and shit like that. And that's part of the reason why you've got on basically every Navy ship is an ice cream maker.
Yeah,
But after fucking Prohibition was repealed, um, like the subsidies for the farmers, they actually industrialized dairy farming at that point. And now you had this industry that was fully reliant on trying to supply this thing that's now died in the ass because people can now drink booze again. Someone had the idea of like, well, instead of just dumping all this milk, why don't we turn it into cheese and fucking store it? And that just kept fucking going. Now you got this whole fucking mountain that you've gutted out that's like full of like 100,000 tons of fucking cheese.
right.
That's where you get government cheese from.
Yeah. There's also the milk thing too, which is also kind of a throwback to Prohibition. Like you said, it was just one of those things they started doing. And they buy milk now and they distribute it to a bunch of different parties. Some of
Yeah.
it goes to schools.
Yep.
Some of it goes to overseas somewhere. Um, Basically out of the country overall. And then some of it just gets used for testing and shit.
This is also the reason why you guys have fucking like multi-gallon bottles of milk. Like we get
Yeah,
2 litre milks over here, and that's about as much as you can get. And the first
we
time I went to the States, I was like, "Holy bloody shit! How much fucking milk do you cunts drink?" It's like a 2 gallon jug of
shit,
milk.
dude. We go. I know I can go through about a gallon in like 3 or 4 days.
Mm.
I personally like milk quite a bit. I know other people. I know because like we actually drink milk too. Like we don't just like use it for making like a cake or anything, or like we do use it for that obviously, but we don't stop it just as an ingredient. Like it's a beverage as well.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, I got to send you a tin of Milo.
Okay.
because fucking yeah, well, we drink milk out here, but we usually stick fucking like say Nesquik or fucking mainly
Right.
Milo or Activite, fucking
Okay.
make chocolate milkshakes and stuff like that. But Milo's the best. You're only supposed to put a little spoonful in, but you put a fucking ton of this stuff in, like a couple of inches in the bottom of the glass, and the rest is milk because it just sort of it floats back to the top, and it's just like
Yeah.
this chocolate fucking crust on the top. It's like, oh, yummo. Oh,
I'll I'll see if you send me something. I think I can get
AR-15
away
will
with
do.
sending you some Velveeta. What's that?
AR-15 will do.
Oh God, I wish I had one for myself. But no,
M2O M203 if you can get it.
You sure you don't want an M1?
No, M203. Then I get the AR-15 with the underfolding or the underside grenade launcher.
Okay. Um, but yeah, if you send me some food, stuff like that, I think I might be able to get away with sending you some Velveeta. But that being said, yeah, I absolutely think Elon is right to demand more subsidies be pulled. I don't know if pulling them at all at once is a good idea. I think it'll stress our economy a little too much. But I think at least gradually sunsetting it. Like recently, apparently, we stopped subsidizing Planned Parenthood,
Which is good.
and that was a good move. Yeah. I remember watching there was a clip on X somewhere, and I'd seen it. Someone was complaining that they weren't able to get their free HRT from Planned Parenthood anymore because Planned Parenthood subsidies stopped. And the individual in question at the end of the video goes, "I hope you're happy. I hope this is what you voted for because I'm probably gonna die now."
Well, it
Okay, good.
depends on who was fucking getting it, because chances are it was some fucking dude who was getting it because,
It was
wanted
a
to chop your dick off.
trender getting it.
Yep. So, fuck that cunt. Fucking, we don't need to be paying for you to have your little fucking fetish fantasy.
Yeah, I'm
Especially when, like, fucking shit like that, where someone like Dodge can't go to the fucking hospital to have life-saving surgery because
yeah,
fucking shit's too fucking expensive.
yeah.
And then we got frivolous cunts just like, oh, well, I just want to fucking be trendy and keep up with the Joneses, so I want to have
I
everyone pay for me dick getting chopped off. No, go get fucked. I'd
right.
rather have your mate back.
I I think honestly, Planned Parenthood being the subsidies for Planned Parenthood going away, I think it's honestly the first step to either repealing or reforming Obamacare.
Yeah,
Um, I think this is the first step because our medical system is in dire need of being disentwined from the fucking. It's not even the medical system; it's the insurance system that needs
yeah.
to be untangled from the federal government. And I don't understand how people see Obamacare as like an inherently brilliant thing because Obama was right. No, Obama was wrong. He fucking took away the ability for a doctor to own a hospital. He took away the ability for hospitals to compete with each other in a way that mattered, allowed venture capitalists to own the hospitals and start treating that as a go fuck yourself, I've got mine situation, and then locking every American citizen into health insurance. Well, guess what? You've only got your choice of 2 or 3 health insurance companies because it's so fucking prohibitively expensive to start your own insurance company. Um, we got you by the dick, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, I think it's mainly abhorrent because, like, well, fucking I feel it's personally negligent, and
Yeah.
in some cases it is. In my case, to fucking deny casualty. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, even
100% sure.
even in a time of war,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, if an enemy combatant is brought in and fucking get, I have to treat the cunt. I'll still treat the cunt.
Yeah, they'll
Like,
patch them up and send them on their way.
yeah, patch him up and send him to the POW camp.
Yeah.
It fucking, it's all humane and do no harm and all that kind of fucking shit. But the whole system that you've got there is too busy fucking running around saying, "Oh, well,
Right.
do you have the money?" Well, stiff shit, you're gonna do harm by fucking not treating the casualty because they don't have money.
Right.
And then,
And you will see military medics who in some cases are just happy to help the enemy combatant. They're happy to help the enemy combatant. They'll sit there and have a fucking chat with them.
well, that you can get information out of them in intelligence side.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like sometimes you'll just see a chat for the sake of a chat, you know? I'm not saying it happens all the time. They're an enemy combatant. But, soldier to soldier, you recognize that they're another person instead of just another fucking body that that the government is sending out there for fucking for whatever shit they're pulling. But yeah.
Well, when you realise too, like say
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam, for example,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Vietnam vets had PTSD and shell shock and all
Oh
this kind of stuff. Well, what the fuck do you think we did to the Vietnamese?
yeah.
You know, it's
the
your average fucking Viet Cong or MVA grunt,
the
fucking,
biggest
they're probably all fucked up in the head too. You know,
Right. And the biggest problem with Vietnam wasn't the fact that the fuck dude. It wasn't the fact that the soldiers were fucking shell shocked. It was the fact that they drug them home and just plunked them down in the middle of fucking suburbia and said, "Thanks for your help. Now fuck off."
mm.
They didn't get treatment afterward. And this is right around the time where the mental health crisis started happening, because it started with the vets from Vietnam.
Well, it was
Like,
also too that wasn't a recognised thing back then. It was known as shell shock back in those days, and that was
right.
something that came from World War One, and that was more of a cause of industrialized warfare. Because like before World War One, like the worst sort of most sort of modern war that we had was the Boer War, and hardly really anyone went to that one.
Right.
But when World War One come around, it was such a fucking upscale in warfare where it literally was
Yeah.
industrialized. Like, millions of shells were fired at people before they were even able to leave trenches and stuff like that. It was
They
days and nights on end of just incessant fucking explosions
yeah,
and
they called it
the
the meat grinder war.
and it was any second was the possibility that you're going to cop one and not even be able to fucking have a crack at the enemy and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
And at that point, if you lost your shit and fucking went a bit loopy, well, that was seen as cowardice and stuff, and typically you were fucking shot for it.
Yeah. Fun fact, it's only a war crime if it's done the first time.
It's not a
It's
war
not a
crime the
war
first
crime
time.
if it's when it's done the first time. My
Yeah,
God. I
crack bang
am
out.
I am fucking out of it, Farty. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, I absolutely agree with Elon that the subsidies need to end.
Well,
Um,
also too, the insurance companies I reckon need to be railed in as well because they
oh
are the
fuck
massive
yeah,
cause of it, and
fuck yeah,
the whole point of something like Medicare or Medicaid or Obamacare or something like that was so as that people who couldn't afford it could actually go and seek medical care instead of having to just go to the free clinics where you get fucking bloody curry
where the,
muncher fucking drippy nipple from fucking the
where the
Mumbai
wait
internet
time is
fucking.
fucking 6 hours minimum.
Yeah, well, the Mumbai Internet Institute of Medicine, fucking, and basically everything can be cured with betadine gargle, even your amputated limb and your gunshot wounds. Like,
Right,
what the fuck?
Farty,
Um,
allow me to say this one thing. Hi everybody.
hey, Doctor Nick, fucking, but like, so like for debilitating shit, right? So, say for like what happened with Dodge, in reality, what should have happened, right? was that what he had would have negated him from working, which
Right.
should have put him on some form of
Some
welfare,
kind of assistance. Yeah.
yeah, which would have meant that now he's able to get fucking, like, if this was Australia, it had put him on a disability exemption, which meant that he'd have a concession card, which gave him free medical care, and that would have been covered
Right.
by like our Medicare system. So he would have been able to have that operation for free and all this kind of stuff. And then once he's better, and then able to be able-bodied again, that's where he'd be removed from that disability exemption,
Right.
and that's where all of that would have been
Um.
covered. But because you don't even really have all of that, and the system's so fucked up, everybody has to fucking pay for it, even though there is a system that should be working in that kind of a fashion.
Right.
But
Yeah.
then you have the insurance companies fucking charging through the fucking nose because no cunt fucking's paying attention to all of this. And this is part of where Elon has a really good point, that
Yeah.
a lot of these cunts are just running around taking advantage of the situation and fucking over the people who really do need it. And no one's fucking putting a stop to it.
Yeah. I think before I end the Elon thing, because there's something that just came to mind, is I know Elon wants to see more shit happen faster, and I can sympathize with him. Um, the problem is that there's such a tangled mess of red tape and bureaucracy that's just covering the nation,
Yeah.
right? It's like fucking if if you were to manifest red tape as a physical actual thing and make a blanket out of it, I am almost certain it would cover the entire country and it would black out the sun for for the foreseeable future. And untangling that mess takes a lot of doing, because it's not like, oh, I can just take this one thing and get rid of it. No, it's more like playing Jenga, right? You take one block out and the whole fucking thing collapses. And I think, and I'm not trying to be the positive, okay, Trump's the best guy there is, but I'm also trying not to dog on him either, because I do think there are more and better things to be focused on right now to try and fix, or if not fix, then at least put put right, put on a path to be fixed very soon.
Mm.
uh but I think that Trump is playing Jenga for the most part, and he's trying not to send the whole tower over, you know?
Yeah, well, that's fundamentally getting back to my point from
Yeah.
2016 of like where America needs to be run by businessmen at this point in time, because the politicians are just fucking useless and they can't
Right.
organize a brothel.
There
And
needs to be some sort of competition within the country. There needs to be some sort of at home manufacturing, which we've largely done away with because the Democrats made it easier to and cheaper to go to other countries. And America is slowly becoming a third world country as a result of it.
yeah,
Uh, got a chat from Dester here quick. And then um, the Epstein fiasco, I can only assume this mess has three possibilities. One, so many different international figures are on the list, it would cause a war. Possibility two, the evidence was destroyed under Biden. And then we'll just wait.
thing about that is it still can be reinvestigated because there's so much evidence
Right,
that's already out there.
right. Possibility three, they're using it as blackmail. Yeah. Farty brought up one of those earlier
Yeah, the
as
blackmail
a
one.
possibility, the blackmail. Um, I don't know. I don't much feel like revisiting it, but the Epstein stuff, as I told Farty, leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Um, but more to the point is there's a bunch of shit that needs to happen, and it's only going to start happening, I think, when we stop subsidizing things, um or repealing things that don't make sense. Like, yes, you should have car insurance, but it's fucking so expensive, and there's only so many insurance agencies. Um, and then you add on the fact of the government mandated you have to have car insurance. Well, now you're at the car insurance agency's hands, and that was the case back in the early 90s. That was the case in the mid 90s. It started to become the case with health insurance in the late uh 2000 era.
Yeah, well, with car insurance, like
Mm.
that's not a thing that's just solely an American thing. Like, yeah, every time we register our cars out here, we got to get what's called a green slip, which is a
Right.
compulsory third party insurance, and it doesn't cover your car. But if you crash into something, it covers you up to, sort of like in some cases, up to $1 million worth of damage. So if you lose control and you run into someone's shop front, well, then you're not having to foot the bill to rebuild this dude's shop.
Yeah.
If someone crashes into you, then you're covered, and then the other cunt, if they don't have full insurance, well, that's up their own ass. Um, in Britain, same thing. Um, and if you look at a lot of like British police videos and stuff like that, particularly
Right.
traffic sort of issues, the
I
large
like
majority of the
watching.
time,
I'm sorry. A brief side note. I like watching the British. I don't remember what the fucking call them anymore, but the British guys who go around chopping down the fucking those expensive cameras that like
yeah,
tag the car for like being too old,
yeah,
and then
the
it. Oh man.
fucking yeah, but like yeah, well, like the coppers there in
Yeah.
Britain, the large majority of the people they pull up is because they've got what's called a tax disc, and
Right.
it's sort of kind of like you guys have a in some cases in some states you got to have a like a stamp on your number plate.
Hmm.
It's similar to that. That basically shows yes you've paid your taxes and all this at a glance. We used to have a registration sticker that we had to put on the car window
Yeah.
that had the dates on it and all this. Nowadays, it's all done with like computers and shit like that, and there's cameras on cars, like an NPR camera
Yeah.
that will read your number plate, and if you're unregistered or uninsured and all this kind of stuff, they'll be able to tell straight away. Or if there's something else with your car, like you've been fucking booked for speeding and lost your license or something like that. Um, and That's mainly so if you do something to somebody else, they're covered, and that saves you having to go to court and litigate through civil processes. Because in Australia, we're not really a litigious sort of um, country. It's
Right.
fairly
Unlike
50.
here in the States where everyone wants to fucking sue someone for looking at them wrong.
Yeah, yeah. So to have the mandatory like insurance on your car, at least to cover the other person, that makes fucking complete bloody sense. But then the reason why you kind of have to have all of that kind of stuff is because they give out fucking licenses on the back of cornflakes packets, and say with some places like California, they do
Right.
stupid shit like remove no left turn signs because some fucking poofter decided that fucking no left turn was a government conspiracy saying be straight. No, it's to
Yeah.
prevent accidents, you dumb fucks. So, it's stupidity like that, which means that you have to have insurance because other fucking idiots are out in the road.
Where's your parking license? um Sorry. I just saw that on Duster's chat. That gave me a giggle. Sorry, Farty.
Well, you can also thank shit ass fucking dickhead fuckwit bloody scumbag fucking lawyers, which I have a renewed absolute pet fucking peeve for because every time
Yeah.
I've needed a lawyer, I've given them the easiest fucking case on the planet, and instead of asking what the go was, they went and took the information from everybody else and went, no, you're fucked, buddy. You can't do shit, and you better shut the fuck up lest you be punished even further. And I'm like, right, watch the dumb shit truck driver do your fucking job for you and show you how much of a waste of fucking time all that money in fucking university was, you fucking useless cunt. And I go in and I fucking run the case myself and fucking get off. And then like it's sort of like, yeah, how's that fucking university degree going for you, stupid? You just got bested by a fucking idiot truck driver.
Right. Dester says illegals are also why car insurance is so high in the U.S. That's
Yeah.
a part of it. They're not the reason. They are a reason. Another reason is carjackings are at an all-time high. Like theft of automobiles is at an all-time high. There's also
I'd also put airbags in amongst all of this too, because the prevalence of dash cams have shown a very, very interesting thing that I've noticed in, say, like Dash Cam Australia videos and stuff like that. And that's where back in the day, right, if you crashed into someone, pretty much the cars just crashed and didn't move.
Right.
And that's for a lot of the time, a lot of low speed accidents, you know, you were loosened all the way through. And once you've had the collision, you've had the ability to put the foot on the brake. But airbags can knock you out. And quite a lot of the times now, I'm seeing people having minor accidents, but the car fucking still continues on and crashes into other things, or fucking runs off the road into some cunt's house, or fucking up the gutter and fucking hits a pedestrian and shit. And I'm putting it to you that, like, in a low speed accident where you're able to fucking like normally fucking react and stop and prevent the vehicle from causing more damage, you're fucking knocked out and the car's just off on its own until it fucking hits something that'll stop it.
A body in motion remains in motion until it is stopped.
Mm-hmm.
A body at rest remains in rest until it is put into motion.
A body at rest remains in rest until you wake up from getting punched in the face with an airbag.
But yeah, another contributor is this is a big contributor in the last 6 years. I think I read the statistic. Quote unquote protesters in the last 6 to 8 years. Quote unquote protesters are another reason car insurance is getting so expensive. When you see dumb shits who are jumping on cars and breaking windows and everything. Or, you know, you get these activist groups who are really just toddlers throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
That's a huge contributor in the last decade.
I'd also put it to you, the prevalence of fucking divorce, where fucking Sheila's just decide that fucking, oh, I'm almost fucking 40 and I think I can go out and still pretend I'm fucking 18 years old and I'm bored with the dude. I'm going to ruin the fucking family and all this kind of shit and be a single fucking mother. And now there's no bloke in the house to fucking chastise the children. And that's why you got a lot of adult babies running around a joint too.
Right.
I reckon they should be punishing a lot of the parents for the fucking, for their children's fuck ups. So if your kid decides to walk into a fucking museum and then ruin a $1 million art piece, don't fucking punish the kid, but go and slap the fucking mother as well.
Yeah. There was something that I wanted to come back to and I forgot about it completely. We talked about the Elon and Trump thing. We talked about the
lawyers are like that in Australia. Yeah, they're fucking useless.
I'm trying to remember what it fucking was. I know it was another Trump thing, but I don't remember.
It's funny how that ever since the group like BLM demanded body cameras, now they regret it. Yeah, and it's funny too how teachers were saying, "Oh, we need to have fucking body cameras and stuff in school because the kids are all fucking assholes." But they quickly shut the fuck up when we turned around and said, "Yes, and now we can see when you're molesting the kids too, and when you're abusing them." Ha!
Yeah. Fuck, dude, this is driving me nuts.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point with the whole police cameras, like dash cams and body cameras and all this kind of stuff, because people just thought, oh, well, it's he said, she said, and fucking blah, blah, woof, woof. And as soon as the fucking cameras were being used, a lot of those complaints just simply disappeared because it kept the cops honest as well.
Yeah. Oh, I remember now. Um, there is an overcorrection happening right now with lefties.
Mm.
I don't know if you've noticed it or not. Did you notice it?
Elaborate.
Okay, so there is this thing where lefties like fucking those rabid fucking animals, not like just the people who tend to vote Democrat and are kind of like just chill about everything because they do exist. Fucking look at shoe on head.
Yeah.
But you've got these rabid fucking lefties are actually coming out in droves going, haha, even the MAGAs are anti-Trump now. Ha ha ha.
So you happy what you voted for? Yeah. But I keep fucking throwing that back in their face with like, oh, yeah, the border. Are you happy with what you voted for? I was like, no, I voted for minefields and gun pits. What?
Right.
Yes.
Um Elon's not getting his Infinity H1Bs and EV mandate. Yeah, that's another thing that I saw Elon's kind of upset about is he's not getting um lower cost to entry mandates. Um
Well, the EV thing, he needs to pull his head out of his ass because it just does not fucking work. And even in
yeah.
America, where you got like lots more infrastructure,
Mhm.
the amount of fucking like range anxiety stories and how this app says a fast charge is there and that's like only on the second Tuesday after fucking Pentecost and you
Right.
know the app says, oh, there's a charger in this hotel, and you rock up there with only like 2 miles left on your fucking range, and it's like, oh no, you have to be an actual guest at the hotel. Or there was one in Britain where saw this bloke EV guy. He reported on it about a week or so ago, where this guy pulls up to a place to charge his car up, and he got charged something like $12,000 for 40 minutes of charging.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
For that
because
price
it
you
was
could have
like,
just bought a used car.
yeah, it was like $90 a minute or something like that. And then when he went to complain to the bloke who had it, he said, well, they made me put this in and I need my return on it, and no cunt was using it. So every poor silly fuck that comes along is basically paying for it for me individually. And then there's not really much you can do about it because you were this poor silly fuck that fucking, went in there and fucking used it.
Right.
But then you have a look at places like Australia where in my town, in Taru, there's two fucking Tesla chargers. There's a bank of them right next to a very dark park
Mm-hmm.
that fucking hardly anybody uses. And if there was more prevalent fucking usage of fucking Teslas, well then yeah, that'd be full and fucking you'd still have the whole fucking if they did what they wanted to do, you'd still have the whole fucking you'd be sitting around for 2 hours waiting for a charger. But then the other
Yeah.
one, there's a bank of four of them at this place called the Donut, and they call it the Donut because it's an interchange on the highway with a set of service stations and
So it's like a giant fucking how do turnaround not turnaround
when you get off,
roundabout.
yeah,
Roundabout.
it's yeah. When you get off the highway, there's a big fucking roundabout above the
Mm.
highway that yeah, and but anyway, there's a services right next to it. And the problem with that is that right next to the services, and they've put it in the truck parking, the truck stop parking fucking part of it, which is dark as fuck. There's no fucking lights there. And the other side of the fence to this is a place called Biripi, and I sometimes call it Dog Patch. But fucking Biripi is an Aboriginal reserve.
Mm.
And it's one of those places where we've gone and built them all these lovely U-Butte houses and stuff like that and given them a plot of land. It's just for them, and Whitey can't go in there. And, well, me neighbour Wayne was boinking an abo chick and fucking I got roped into helping move some furniture down there. And as soon as I got out of the car, you should have seen the fucking looks I got. And I'm thinking, Hey, I'm
Yeah.
coming down here to give you guys a hand, you fucking piece of shit cunts. You just wonder why no cunt fucking does. But anyway,
Gus just
and
says, "Oh, good, a rob me parking spot."
exactly, because I've been at that parking lot in the middle of the bloody night just to buy a packet of smokes from the servo, and you have to park in the fucking truck parking spot because there's no
Yeah.
parking for trucks in the lit part. And as soon as I get out of the truck, this is like 2 in the fucking morning. There's like a dozen fucking 10-year-olds. I've got a dollar, cuz. Got a dollar, cuz. He gets a dollar, cuz. Yeah, yeah. Leave your truck, cuz. Yeah, good on you, mate. Yeah, go leave your truck. Haha. Yeah, yeah. It's like, listen, you little cunts. I fucking live around here, and if you do something to the truck, I'll come back and I'll fuck you all up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's racist. I'll get fucked you, yabba dabba do. Anyway, fucking. So, like that's where they've put the Tesla charger in the dark
Okay.
truck parking part right next to fucking Biripi. And that's several dozen meters away from the lit part. And the only other thing you've got to do is either go and sit in the Maccas where you can't now see your car, or sit in the servo where, once again, you now can't see your car.
Yeah.
And what do you think the cunts from Biripi are going to be doing?
Mm.
Oh, look, this cunt's got $100,000 to buy one of those EVs. Yay, fucking smash the window, grab your bag. Oh, look, coinage in the fucking in the center console. Yeah. Oh, we'll pinch your radio. Fucking, even though you can't use it out of the car, they'll still fuck it up on you just to be fucking
Oh yeah.
assholes. Like, before all of this, Rod, I remember before they actually put the donut in and the highway didn't bypass Taree, and coming through with the truck, you actually had to sort of come off the highway and go through Taree. And it was at this point around sort of that little area where they used to just stand there with rocks and throw fucking rocks at passing cars. Just because that's the only thing that they fucking could do for entertainment.
That makes me think, like, here in the States, if we're gonna subsidize anything, let's subsidize fucking parks and fucking activities at parks and shit. Like we used to have stuff like that when I was a kid. Like there was in the 90s and in the late 80s, there was this huge government push to get kids into after school programs, to get them into fucking to get them outside and doing things like playing basketball. There was in the town I lived in when I was 10, there was a state sponsored uh, soccer league, and I played in it for one season. But yeah, stuff like a recreation center or a youth hall,
Don
not
Bosco's.
or like encourage kids to go hang out at McDonald's again. Because that was something. Go and hang out at the mall. Go and hang out at McDonald's. That was shit we used to do. I'm pretty sure you used to go hanging out at the mall too, Farty.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The mall, fucking yeah. Like,
I
well, now
don't know a
malls are dead though.
single. Yeah, I know they are dead now. You want to know why they're dead?
Amazon.
Yeah, because of fucking Amazon. Let's stop subsidizing Amazon.
Hmm. Yeah, like rec centers. Back in the 90s, fucking your mate Vecchio, who lived up in St Mary's. There's this
Mm.
rec center up there called Don Bosco, the
Mm-hmm.
Don Bosco Recreational Center,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember why we used to have to frequent that fucking joint. Vecchio had something to do with it, but anyway, bloody yeah, the place was like western suburbs of Sydney, so all the kids are all fucking welfare fucking pieces of shit, fucking scumbag cunts anyways, and the place was just full of these little cunts, and literally it was just like fucking bad behavior, swearing and fucking all sorts of shit, and fucking fights all the time. The cops were in there all the fucking time and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
And but that was the other end of that area where they weren't near bushland, and the parents didn't give them boxes of mattress for Christmas just to get them out of the house, and because a mattress cost 20 cents. Didn't the Aboriginals sue the Australian government to destroy historical artefacts because it contradicted their historical claims? Yeah, and not only that, But we've got to just take their fucking word for a lot of stuff. And for the longest time, the Aboriginals were saying that they've been here for 40,000 years. And recently, the whole issue about pygmies being here before fucking the Aboriginals and the Abos killing them off, and pretty much we were starting to throw at the Aboriginals, hey, we didn't fucking massacre you cunts and try and fucking genocide you, so hey, we let yous live. What are you fucking complaining about? Especially now, considering that there's all these government programs specifically just for Aboriginals, like Ab Study and
Well,
fucking
it's another just it's another example of give me an inch and I'll take a mile.
yeah, exactly. So, like as an Aboriginal, if you're born in Australia, you basically can be on the welfare from the moment that you're born to the moment that you die with zero obligations. um, and they'll do that
Right.
because why work? Fucking government owes me everything, butter. Um, but fucking fuck, where's it going with that? Yeah, so when we started throwing that at them, it was now racist to bring up the pygmies. Even Wikipedia has gone and readjusted their fucking story, but they still have the part where they say that fucking like Aboriginals themselves used to have it as their spoken history that there was like little dudes and little red men, and they actually have several different terms for them in Aboriginal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then they go on and say, "Oh, but this is just a racist thing put forward by fucking right wing racists and da 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 da." Now all of a
Don't
sudden, some massacres and shit to try and perpetuate this "we tried to genocide them" nonsense. Yeah, an industrial fucking nation like the Brits with their modern fucking firearms failed to kill a handful of fucking natives. Yep, rightio, makes sense. Um,
don't you find it funny that racism is it's the tool of the left?
hmm. Yeah, well, now also too, because of the whole pygmy thing, the 40,000 years has now been extended to 60,000 years, which contradicts archaeological fucking evidence that says that we had fucking the last vestiges of dinosaurs, like giant fucking mammals and stuff like that in Australia.
Right.
But you don't hear about that shit in the Dreamtime stories. Mind you, the Dreamtime stories only came about in the late 60s, early 70s when fucking drugs were more prevalent and stuff like that with the hippie movement. And it's not like the Aborigines don't try and get off on fucking everything. It's why BP had to release a less aromatic petrol in the Northern Territory so cunts would stop sniffing it. And that's
Yeah.
not a fucking joke. That's actually true.
Well, that's
Um,
similar to what they did here in the States and I'm assuming other parts of the world where
mm,
they started putting a bitterant in in aer- I say aerosol cans because it's just what I know them as. They don't have any actual aerosols in them anymore. But yes, aerosol cans are now have a bitterant in them because think of the children. We've got to stop them from huffing.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
like, dude, if someone wants to fucking huff a can of fucking air duster, guess what? They're gonna fucking do it regardless of whether or not the bitterant is in there.
mm,
Because if it feels good enough, they're gonna fucking do it.
yeah. Well, it's probably a good thing that people don't make fucking like kit models anymore because there used to be a thing in the '80s of people huffing glue.
Well, yeah, you
Um,
can't. Well, yeah, the people still make models, at least here in the states. I mean, but the model glue has been replaced by snap together kits.
oh, that's gay. But anyway, with some of these supposed massacres that are now coming out,
Mm-hmm.
we're like, yes, we would like some archaeological evidence. Why don't we go in there and check to see if like there's bones and shit? You know what the answer is? Nah, buddy, you'll disturb their spirits and shit, and fucking, it's against it's a racism and fucking bullshit excuse, so we can't go and verify. So we
Yeah.
just got to take their word for it. Um, yeah, and like we've let them fucking get away with that shit. But the fatigue is real, and even in Australia, where we we've had this thing recently where every fucking event and all this kind of stuff, we've got to have this thing called a welcome to country, and some Aboriginal, and usually it's someone who's not even Aboriginal but claims that they're 1/19th fucking Aboriginal because their great great grandmother fucking saw one once, fucking back in the day. Like my neighbour Wayne, who thinks he's Aboriginal, he's fucking not. And
Yeah, it's like there was this the one grocery store I used to work at, this guy would come in at least once a week, be wearing Native American fucking necklaces and shit, and he'd have a patch on and like it some sort of like Native American pride thing, whatever. Don't care. But he was a fucking white dude.
Yeah.
And he was whiter. He was whiter than me.
Yeah, look at Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
And fucking yeah, so this
You sure that's her real name?
Pokey Cunters. Fucking I think she was fucked in the head by a lot of people. That was her Indian name. But then it could be worse, like it's Kamala Harris's husband, under fucking Elizabeth Warren's advice, decided that he was going to become part American Indian because just to get away from fucking a lot of controversy because it'd be racist and she advised you make yourself a member of the Wakaho tribe. But yeah, fucking. So with this fucking welcome to country thing,
and
like
then he started with Kamala.
Yeah, pity he didn't punch her out. But anyway, yeah, with this welcome to country thing, it wasn't just fucking insulting right from the beginning that some fucking bloody someone who's been on the dole from the moment they were born has to fucking welcome someone who actually served their country to their own fucking country. Because the only fucking difference that that we have is that like we were both born here. I've just done more for the place than what this little fuck does. But then it got so fucking prevalent because of all the woke nonsense and all this kind of shit and all the soft cocks too busy sucking up to the effectively criminal elements. So it's like it's similar to all the people over in the States who are too busy sucking BLM's dick and fucking. Who was that bloke who got choked out by the fucking cops who was actually fucking off his chops on fentanyl, was going to die anyway? Fucking
Floyd.
Yeah. Cunts who want to suck that fucking dude's dick, fucking stupid bastards. They're the ones who are now fucking doing it, and they have to do it so many fucking in so many times a day in so many different places that one stupid fucking blonde bimbo fucking went to Azerbaijan for like one of the G20 meetings and stuff like that, and no shit fucking did a welcome to country there. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, you stupid fucking slut? That's like, what the fuck are you doing an Aboriginal welcome to country to Azerbaijanis in Azerbaijan, you fucking idiot? Shut the fuck up now, you're a fucking embarrassment. So now there's like a big movement of like, yeah, no, fuck this fucking, even the Aboriginals are saying, yeah, no, you've overdone it and it's fucking now a bloody joke, so stop doing it.
Yeah.
And I can't believe they put him in a gold coffin. Well, you know what I think is funny? They did a mural, and on a bright sunny day with not a fucking cloud in the sky, a bolt of lightning came down, hit the fucking wall and destroyed it. And I think it's even funnier too that they did a mural for fucking bloody Floyd fucking whatever his name in Afghanistan, and as soon as the Taliban took over, they fucking defaced it.
Yeah, unfortunately we're coming to the end of the show today. Man, I think the big takeaway from today's stream is that there's a lot of shit going on.
Hurry up, World War III.
I was gonna
opinion of put everyone in the same room, roll a fucking frag through the door, and let that fucking sort it out.
That's another thing I wanted to touch on. I guess we'll have to wait till next week to talk about World War III.
In a couple of days.
Right,
because we might not be here next week.
Here's my quick take on what's going on. We're sending fucking weapons to Ukraine again. Hurrah. Thank you, Trump. But thank you, President Biden, for making that possible.
Mhm.
And my quick take is we've flip-flopped on World War III 3 or 4 times at this point. I've lost track of it. But let's shit or get off the pot, shall we?
Well, the weapons going to Ukraine. The Russians are already saying, "Fucking yeah, watch out. We're going to get hit with a whole bunch of shit again," because that's something Ray Charles could see coming.
Yeah. But we'll touch on it on our next stream, whenever that is. Um, so I guess until next time, guys.